Last year, Reading the World completed its second season, working with new writers from Preston and the wider Lancashire area. The simple purpose behind Reading the World is to bring marginalised voices out of the margins and right onto centre stage. As you'll discover, Reading the World writers have something real to say and the absolute courage of the heart to say it. For today, we've put together a compilation of 3 pieces. And the first piece that we're going to hear is Michelle Mason reading the world, and Michelle's piece is called Crown Jewels. And you do need just to be aware that Michelle's story is quite a gritty, down-to-earth story. And it's a pleasure to now hear Michelle Mason reading the world.
Hello, my name is Michelle Mason, and I'm going to do my story, Crown Jewels and a Fiver. My mum would put me on a pedestal, and the next moment just drop me in the gutter. My daughter's so precious, she'd say to friends. All the money you have and all the crown jewels won't buy her. And then, at night, she'd say the Lord's Prayer backwards into the mirror and say the devil was watching me. Or, to make me feel special, she'd throw big parties buying sponge cake with pink icing on. And then, at night, if I was scared and she wouldn't allow me in her bed, I'd hide in the corner and wee myself, too frightened to go to the toilet. Her behaviour just made me dizzy. I tried to hold on tight to how a little girl should be, dainty like a crystal, pretty as a meadow. Wow! A fiver! I'd tell Mum, knowing it would please her. I couldn't have been more than 4. I'll take that, thank you, she said. She was, you see, a pimp. My pimp. I didn't understand any of it. I thought this was normal. This is how all families are. So I started to wait for it like a factory worker waits for a bus. Hey love, we're going to a show next week. That was my mum's guilt speaking. I went to more shows than my friends. Homer, Guys and Dolls, Aladdin. I didn't know what was real. I lived in a fantasy world of cowboys, roulette tables and magic lamps. I couldn't tell anybody though, as the rest of the family didn't even know I existed. It was as if I was a discarded suitcase. I was the bastard child after all. And yet, I was happy. I'd play shops with imaginary people and one little old lady. She used to treat me as her own. And I'd rip up paper and use the strips for fish and chips. And we'd sit and we'd eat together. And then, when I was 12, social services came, saying they knew what was best for me, and sent me into care. Soon, I escaped into heroin, into a world where I didn't need to perform for anybody or please anyone. But that is how it used to be, understand? Because I never, ever gave up. Thank you.
And that was the powerful reading by Michelle Mason of Crown Jewels. Quite a powerful story that Michelle wrote about life. And we still have 2 others to come. We shall be hearing from Nikki Par and from Jackie Heywood. So more to come on Reading the World on Chat City.
103.2 Preston FM.
Your community.
Your radio.
It's time for the second reading, which now is done in song, and it's Reading the World. It's Nikki Par and Andrea alone, and this was sung and performed on acoustic guitar by the author at the Reading the World's performance on the 5th of June 2013 at St. Peter's Arts Centre in Preston. Here is Nikki Par.
My name is Nikki Par. This song is dedicated to a woman who struggled with mental health issues. Tragically, she ended her life last year. I was so moved and saddened by her death that I wanted to write a song for her, to somehow acknowledge her life. This is that song. Vicious energy uncoils, unstoppable, savage fourth bridge, kill, takes you down, waits to drown, climbing glass ladders, pain soothes despair, gravity's indifference to your burning lungs. I stand beside you, and if I can't stop you, let me defend you instead. Screaming cold silence, loud lonely exit, let me defend you, I'm there. Vicious energy uncoils, unstoppable, savage fourth bridge, kill, takes you down, waits to drown. I stand beside you, and if I can't stop you, let me defend you instead. Screaming cold silence, loud lonely exit, let me defend you, I'm there. Cycles continue, your voice in the rain. Cycles continue, your voice in the rain. Cycles continue, your voice in the rain. Cycles continue, your voice in the rain.
And that was Nikki Par singing Andrea alone in the Reading the World series. We still have Jackie Heywood. Jackie Haywood is coming up quite soon, Reading the World with Crashed.
This is the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM.
And last year, Reading the World completed its second season, working with new writers from Preston and the wider Lancashire area. Simple purpose behind Reading the World is to bring marginalised voices out of the margins and right on to centre stage. And our last reader of the world this morning is Jackie Heywood with Crashed.
My name is Jackie Heywood, and this is Crashed. "Just tell the conductor," Jackie screamed into the phone at Miranda, the eldest of four who had gotten on the wrong train home. The line went dead. Jackie knew she was supposed to drop everything and go to the rescue at some distant station. But all she did was stare at a newborn in the Moses basket on the coffee table and at a 2-year-old crawling around her ankles. How to sort this one? Call Miranda's dad, whom it was difficult to stay on good terms with? Jess entered the room, mouth screwed in a pout, and pinched her arm. "I want to go across the street to play." And Jackie thought, it's always like this, never ending, and remembered last year, Jess crossing to her friend's house while she stood on the windowsill cleaning the bay window and watched Jess fly into the air and land on another car parked by the curb. The day she was to start a new job at the local Asda cafe, one child came to her, "I feel really hot," and then another pulled up her shirt to show a chest covered with spots that kept appearing one a second. She put them both in the bath, phoned Asda, and had to take 2 weeks off. She lost the job. Sometimes she needed a break, playing truant even when she had work. Once, after dropping the kids off at a childminder's, she snuck home to make doorstep bacon sandwiches, turned on Wheel of Fortune, and climbed on a chair to paint the ceiling. The chair split and she crashed to the floor. Broken wrist, 8 bones pulled out of place, and 3 days spent in hospital. At times she wished she was an elegant peacock, green, blue, and pink feathers in full bloom. Instead of having crooked feathers and feeling no more glamorous than a hen caught up in a chicken coop, waiting to become chicken pie. Jackie phoned Miranda again, no answer. She left a message for her daughter to get on the next train back home.
And that was Jackie Heywood reading the world with Crashed. And for the next 5 Thursdays, we will be broadcasting a selection of the prose, poetry and music produced by creative writers from Clayton Brook Community House, who were the participants in the most recent Reading the World season.
If you've got a story or an event that you'd like to talk to Huey about, why not email us at studio@preston.fm.